What about the business side of it? It's tough to make money in this business.
Yeah, we weren't making money. So, trying to build this thing, corrupt the guys that work for in-demand pay-per-view at the time were not good dudes, and that thing was a fucking total monopoly. God, I wish I could remember his name right now. He used to run In Demand, and he was a fucking bad guy. Then he comes over and starts running DirecTV, who we always had a great relationship with. Mm-hmm. And he's the reason we left DirecTV and said, fuck it, we'll just go streaming then. Yeah, I don't remember his name. I'd have to ask Lorenzo.
So in general, just in this whole space, there's a lot of
it's just
shady people.
Everybody you deal with is dealing with a lot of different forces, and your hands are in a lot of different businesses. From the venue business to the merchandise business to the video game business, the pay-per-view business. The list goes on and on of all the different types of the production business of all these different. When I first started this, we had a production team that was the production team that was in it before we bought it. So there was this incident with Phil Baroni, where Phil Baroni, we did an interview with him, and Baroni flips out in the interview when they're interviewing him and goes crazy. And I thought it was awesome. So I'm like,
yeah,
we're going to leave this in. We're going to leave this interview in. And the production guys were arguing with me. They're like, we can't leave this in. This is totally unprofessional. And I said, I don't give a shit. This is what we're doing. We're going to do this and clip it like this and do it like that. We're sitting in the venue that night. And I lean over to Lorenzo because the fight's coming up. I go, wait till you see this fucking interview with Baroni. They didn't fucking do it. They didn't do it. These guys were guys that were freelance guys that worked for Showtime at the time or something like that. Mess. I literally got up from my fucking seat, went back there, kicked the fucking door of the truck open. And I said, you motherfuckers, you ever do that again and I'll fire every fucking one of you. Let's just put it this way. I ended up firing every one of them anyway and going with a whole new crew. But these were the type of things that early on, there's so much stuff. I mean, I could sit here for fucking 3 days and walk you through all the stuff that used to go on back in those days. But it was the Wild Wild West, man.